Georgia Southern without its starting quarterback to start fall camp. Shai Wertz was arrested Wednesday during a traffic stop.
I almost hit a cameraman with one of my throws.
Heads up!
Not ideal.
I'm not one to bathe in a roadside creek. It's just not my cup of tea. But once a year, you'll find every senior on the Georgia Southern football team emerge from one with a smile on their face. Why? Because it's tradition. Anyone familiar with Georgia football knows people go crazy for it and clear their schedules for Friday nights. But why should all the boys have the fun? A WSAV investigation reveals Georgia Southern women's soccer coach Josh Moffitt was fired mid-season due to sexual harassment complaints. This time last year, the Georgia Southern athletic facilities were closed, the stands were empty, and the college athletes were uncertain about their future. Now, Georgia Southern football comes into this year's spring season with a little more clarity. So here's the deal. Ambuck Park, operated by Chatham County, can host league and tournament games. You can't do that right across the highway at Paulson Park. It's run by the city of Savannah, which has different COVID-19 restrictions. Got to be a little bit crazy to step in front of these shots, right?
What do they feed y'all at Wayne County?
A whole lot of chicken.
A whole lot of chicken. I got to get on that diet, too. I got to pack on some pounds.
But somehow, through all the ups and downs, Metter High has maintained perfection and now sit one win away from a state title game. It's been nearly a decade since Georgia has lost to South Carolina at home. If South Carolina wants to reverse that trend, they'll have to battle this crowd and the number 3 team in the country between the hedges. Dude told me he wanted 1,000 yards this year. It'll be 2,000 after he's done with it. A run like this certainly helps. Sean Cooley slings it, comes down from orbit into Joel Osteen's hands. No, not that Joel Osteen, but he's preaching the good word of the long bomb early. My dad always tells me you gotta dance with the woman you brought. So, you gotta give it back to Markel Brown. He makes guys look very foolish out there. Rakim White, just one of those guys that can't be guarded at points. He just got mossed. The equipment team is really gonna love Justin Thomas. He is untouched, galloping through that Yellow Jackets defense, not a stain on his jersey as he puts 6 more points on the board. Find you a running back that sells out like Abdul Ara. Truck stick. Put the kid in Madden already, man. Markel Brown, Kid Quell showing off the stickum on his gloves. Look at that. Dude has skill for days. He's pushed out of bounds. All of a sudden, the offense started slowing down, though. Davin Widener finds nowhere to go. He's dropped like a bad habit. No doubt. One of my favorite moments of the night, though, Christian Johnson Hall comes over to me and says, if I make a big play, put me on the news. Well, Mr. Johnson Hall, congratulations. You made it, man. Recovers this fumble when she steps into the batter's box. Eagle Nation knows what they're going to get. A preseason all-Sun Belt selection with a great bat and a whole lot of hustle. This year, someone
go get that,
is making her run that much faster.
Now that he's back in the stands, I'm feeling like a sigh of relief.
Good pitch, good pitch.
Posted up in the left field bleachers is Micaiah Freeman's dad, Marvin. Soaking it all in, COVID-19 cut what was supposed to be his daughter's final season short. The NCAA granted her an extra year of eligibility, so she's back, dedicating senior year round 2 to her dad.
You know, she knows I didn't get a chance to see this, so she's doing it partly for her, but and partly for me, and so that makes me happy.
He's been at just about every one of her games growing up.
Come on, Kai.
That is until last year, when the medicine he took for a heart transplant caused serious kidney failure.
I was having seizures at the time, so I wasn't able to trust myself to get out here.
Softball took a back seat, and suddenly Micaiah was the one making trips to see her dad.
So when he wasn't able, it was kind of like a little shock to me. I mean, 2 years, he really didn't get to see me play.
Oh my goodness.
Marvin has certainly won this battle. He's still waiting for a new kidney.
Get through, safe.
But healthy enough to call Eagle Field his second home once again.
I think he was able to, fight and continue to fight because of me and my sister.
This weekend marked his first game back in Statesboro.
I'm in the middle of the game, not supposed to wave, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, hey.
Marvin still has his list of pointers for after the game. And now more than ever, Micaiah welcomes those tips. She's just thankful to have her #1 fan back.
It was cold a couple of days ago. He could be, sitting in the car or sitting in the house, but no, he's ready to be out here. So I think that just kind of shows the person he is, and the person he is why I'm the person I am, and why the person my sister is. We feed off of my dad.
It's 8 in the morning. I haven't even stepped on the ice yet.
This is a little more intense than the lacrosse pads growing up.
And I'm already sweating.
Do this thing.
Just a day in the life of a hockey goalie. Except I can't skate and have never stopped a shot in my life.
Got to be a little bit crazy to step in front of these shots, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're literally signing up to get pucks or balls ripped at you, so I don't know who wants to do that or if it really makes sense, but not for me.
That's a great thing to hear, Rip, before I step on the ice. I appreciate that.
So how do you muster up the courage to face these shots?
Don't be scared of the puck. You're pretty much covered head to toe in gear, so I think anything that comes at you is going to hit pads.
I took that advice.
All right.
And promptly forgot it.
First 4 shots, my eyes will be closed.
And what do you know?
Oh, man.
It didn't go well.
That go in?
Yes. Yes, it did. Eventually you get the hang of it. But don't get too confident.
Guaranteed save. Right here, guaranteed save.
Because Team Georgia will humble you. Real quick.
I got decked.
Growing up playing hockey, I think that everybody knows that a goalie is a difficult job.
Forget saving a shot. Staying upright is the first challenge.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm out of breath. Take it away. How do you think I did?
You held your ground. Yeah, you held your ground. I think you saved about 30% of the shots.
Yeah, I got any shot at making the team. I mean, my eligibility's gone, but in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
He's being nice.
With or without me, Team Georgia is going for a three-peat at the Savannah Hockey Classic.
Oh, God!
I won't be in goal, so probably a couple more saves from Team Georgia's end. But for now, in Savannah, a very tired Connor DelPrete. WSAV News.
Every day,
Tell me when you're ready.
Austin Wegman serenades his neighbors in Guyton. From his favorite spot on the porch.
It's me loving music, and it's not even just trumpet. I love all music. That's all I do. I don't even listen to actual TV. I play music all day.
His passion carries over to the way he learns these songs.
Because I just memorize everything I play. I don't read music while I play at all.
He memorizes, not for fun, but out of necessity.
People can say whatever they want, when they want, however they want, and it doesn't bother me because I'm fine with what I am.
Blind since 4 years old, Wegman struggled to find hobbies that met his needs. Then, he picked up the trumpet.
It was a godsend. It really was.
Mom watched as her son made his way up the band ranks, from accelerated music class at South Effingham High to the marching band on Friday nights.
Once Austin started band is when he found himself, really.
His journey with the Mustangs band brought him to Grayson Stadium 2 years ago. Austin couldn't see the circus that was the Savannah Bananas, but the energy was enough to get him hooked on his next goal.
And just being in the band will be fun because I'm all about playing, and the energies always seem good whenever I've heard them before.
The outside world could see his talent. But the night before Banana Band auditions, Austin still had doubts.
And his dad just told him, son, you're never going to get anything if you don't try. And so it's opportunities like this to explain to him, that if you really, really want something, you have to work for it.
Nerves out the window, Austin gave it his all Saturday morning. When asked if he had any special talents, the sophomore kept it light.
I'm pretty good at playing with my eyes closed.
All jokes aside, Austin had a message for other kids in his situation who may be discouraged by the odds or what others say.
Use that as motivation to prove that you can do it.
A 15-year-old who proves a diagnosis doesn't determine who you are. It's enough to make any mom proud.
He's mastered the art of rejection, but he never gives up. How can you not be proud? When he doesn't let anything deter him. It doesn't matter what it is. If he wants to do it, he's going to figure out a way.